YouTube, Sea Dog, and I'm back from another review. Sorry, guys, I've been sick for a few days. Actually, for a while. Yeah, I've been sick. You can kind of probably hear it in my voice still. So I haven't been able to put any reviews up. Um, I'm reshooting this review because I figured out a few things that I wasn't able to on the first shoot. For one, I can now make Darth Vader hold his lightsaber, kind of, only in that one position, and if I move him at all, it will not hold. His hands will not hold his lightsaber. Only balance acts work. Also, I figured out how to get Chewie's crossbow working, so that's cool, or how to get the front lined up right. So I got that done right. Let's see if we can get better lighting on everyone. There we go. And yeah, we'll take it from there. So I'm going to start with Luke Skywalker. Let's put Chewie back a little farther. And we'll put his gun down a little bit. There we go. Alright, starting with Luke. So here's Luke Skywalker. These are the Star Wars Black 3 3/4 inch Walmart exclusive Black Series, basically. These are the collector's figures. As you can see, we have Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight version. He's in his cloak, and you can put the hood on or off. And he's got a nice head sculpt. You can see he's got nice blue eyes. You can see the pupils. His hair's done alright. Sculpt is nice. This is my favorite figure, so we're going to go through him first. Just, so that way you guys don't get bored of the video and stop it before you see anything that's good. So let's just take this cloak off. Well, first we'll take a quick 360 look first, actually. So yeah, it's done nice. Looks good from the back. Hangs nice and low, all the way down to his boots. Yeah, I mean it's kind of hanging off now because I already had it half pulling off, but that's what it would look like normally. And we just want to take it off for the review. So let's do that, and we'll go from there. Alright, so putting that aside, this is Luke Skywalker. Done up pretty nice. Yeah, let's get this light a little bit better there. Alright. He's got this nice gray tunic here on top of a black undercoat. You can see some texture in the back of his jacket or his shirt. He's got a little bit of soft goods. The cloak is obviously soft goods over here. And then this is soft goods right here underneath. It's got like a plastic layer right there. You see that? And then all under it is all soft goods. Oops. All soft goods there. You can see it right there. Barely, you can barely see it, but there we go. That's a better shot. Alright. And he's nice and posable. He's got like a gloss black for boots. You can see a little bit of dirt on his boots. Painted on. Not too much paint. We have a little bit of paint on the belt. You can see all of the buttons on the pouches and the snaps are all painted silver. And he's got a nice brown color on the belt itself. The skin color is good, except for the neck is about, looks like it's one coat of paint over black plastic, not that great, and it's brown paint over the peach plastic here. The nice head sculpt. Posability is good. For his head, it's not too bad. He's got a little neck pivot, head pivot. Head will turn side to side. It will look up a little and down a little bit. Not too much, but enough to get some degree. His arm will swing out that much. And it's a hinge and swivel, so swivel around obviously, and hinge out. Hinge and swivel elbows, as everyone's calling them. And they go about 92 degrees. He also has a hinge on his wrist, and he can also swivel his wrist. And it works good for the lightsaber, see? You can have it up, you can have it down, so that's great. He has a waist swivel. His hips are done nicely. He can stretch all the way out to the side, on both sides, and he can kick forward as well. So it's on a dual swivel there. There's no thigh swivel up on the upper side. It's just that double hinge, but he does have a hinge and swivel knee. So it looks a little funny, but yeah. He can bend his knees. His ankles will go down and up. He also swivel. No ankle pivot. Or no ankle tilt, sorry. And that's going to do it for his posability. You can see his weapons are done nice. Nice paint up on the weapon, gold on the bar there, the buttons. A little bit of gold on the tip, black on the middle of the handle, silver on the top. I like the green. The green looks good. He comes with a few other weapons. He comes with the saber hilt itself, done basically the same, but you don't see that. You don't see. It's not quite the same because if you look, it doesn't flare out as much up here as it does, and it doesn't have the gold bar painted gold down at the lower spot. It looks more like a tab on this one. He also comes with. Let me just set him down for just a second. He also comes with this thing. Oh. Stand up there, Luke. Just for a minute. All right, there we go. It's on a ball joint, and it looks like a little hand for R2-D2, and that's what I'm guessing it is. It's something you pop into R2-D2. It must be from the same Star Wars Black line. Alright, so moving right along with Luke, we'll check out Chewbacca next. We'll put him over here. Alright. And moving up the camera. Alright, let's take a look at Chewbacca. So he's got a good sculpt. His head will swivel a little bit. You can see nice dark tones in his hair. He's got light brown, dark brown, like a dark gray, and a yellowish brown. And you can see all the darker colors here. So definitely different colors and textures throughout his fur and body. As you can see, his belly is segmented just like the 6-inch one, where he can do all the ab crunching and the swiveling and all that. I will show you that in the posability side. As you can see, also his hips don't have any hinge, they're just on a swivel. Looking at his feet, nice toes. He's got some peg holes on his feet. Looks like it says Hasbro SA China. His bandolier, nicely painted silver buckles all the way around it. It's loose all the way in the front, and then it's I think glued on, attached right here, right there to there. So, but it's nice. It's got nice paint shading on the bag. Looks like brown paint with like a darker brown underneath. It's got silver buckles painted. Every one of the buckles and chain links are all painted, and the snaps. So that's good. Even the back of the figure is painted. That's cool. His crossbow, it comes in 2 pieces. And you can see he's got his finger on the trigger. And then the other piece is like this. And the way you do that is you would stuff it up under here. This took me a minute to figure out. And pop it just like that. Just like that. Alright, for posability, you can hinge out all the way up like that. Swivel forward. He's got hinge and swivel elbows. He's got just a swivel wrist. Same thing on this other side. I'm going to remove his weapon now. We'll take a look at that more in a second. I showed you his neck posability. You can turn his head side to side. No ball joint on it. He's got 3 different segments, it looks like. No, actually, I guess it's 2. He's got an upper one, and then he's got a lower one that's on a ball peg, so he can go back and forth. See? So that's cool. It will also act as a waist joint and swivel. He gets quite a bit of bend in his elbow, about 95 degrees. He can hinge up about 80 degrees upwards. He's got a hinge and swivel knee, so good for sitting on couches. And he has a hinge and swivel foot. He can hinge down and hinge up and swivel back and forth, side to side. He also goes side to side. That's Chewbacca. And if you look at his face paint, let's see if we can get it better. He's got a nice face sculpt. Pink lips, pink tongue, white painted teeth, blue eyes, black nose. Very nice. Good for 3 3/4 inch figures. And now the star, not of the show, Darth Vader. And I'm surprised. Stand, Chewbacca, stand. I'm going to put these guys out of the way. Just give me 1 second here. There. Alright. So, as you can see, Darth Vader, I was surprised he held his lightsaber that long. The way I'm doing it is I'm using the tab, and I make him rest on it like that. But if you put it in his hand, you see how wide it is, it'll just fall right out. There's no way to hold it on both sides. On top of that, he's got this weird swivel joint. Instead of an elbow joint, it swivels. And his helmet falls off, as you can see. Nice painted details underneath. Nice gold painted details. We got the back of his head, textured, some blood cuts. A silver knob on top, where the top of the head goes. He's got a nice face sculpt, so that's cool. And the helmet looks good if it would stay on, and I suppose you could glue it on, or maybe use some kind of adhesive to make it a little thicker, or to make the peg a little thicker. Sorry about that. Trying to get a nice contrast here. It's hard to get Darth Vader to come out. Anyways, I'm going to remove his helmet just so I don't have to pick it up 100 times. But you see how his elbow just broke like that? That's because all it does is swivel around in a circle. Anyways, so this is Darth Vader. He's got some nice silver paint and red and blue paint on his communication box. And some green paint and silver and red on that. And green, silver, and red on those communication boxes with silver painted details on the belt. He's got a soft goods cape, and his posability is he's just got a swivel for the arm. He's got that weird rotation joint. He's got a swivel for the wrist, head swivel, and his hips will just go forward. He's got a hinge and swivel knee, and nothing on the ankles. He has a waist swivel above the belt and below the belt. That's going to be my review, guys. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Got lots more videos coming. Love to see you keep coming back. Thanks for all your subscribers. We just got past 50, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.